Cold and rainy outside? No problem. I know a place that's always warm and inviting, and it's gonna tempt your tummy.
Good morning, family. It's time to hit the streets. I've got good news today. It's time to be the change. It's time to stand up, get up, 'cause it's time to get up.
Welcome to Ravenel's, a family tradition here in Collinsville, Illinois since 1964, and a tradition for many families. A whole lot of folks have celebrated a whole lot of things right here.
We've been in business since 1964. We have 2 locations, one originated in Granite City and then here in Collinsville. Our chicken is really good. It's pressure fried. We sell about 23,000 pieces a week. We have people come in from all over just for our chicken. We have something for everybody, including seniors. We have a senior menu, and we have kids menus for the little guys. And then we have a buffet that we run 7 days a week from 11 to 2.
You also do a lot in the community.
Yes, we do give back. We like to give back. On 9/11, we have a buffet and we feed all the first responders for free. On Veterans Day, we feed the veterans for free. We do a buffet all day. Every month we do an auction for a different charity and they get all the proceeds that come in. We love our customers. We get close to our customers. We have people who come in here every day, every other day. They're like our family and we treat them as our family. We had a gentleman, he was a veteran, that he wanted our chicken so bad and he was at the hospital having a blood transfusion that day. He didn't get out in time. I said, you come on in, we're gonna give you chicken. We hooked him up. His son said he ate chicken for 3 days afterwards, but anyway, he passed away 2 months later, but they said up to his dying day that he talked about that moment. And that was probably my most heartfelt moment in this restaurant.
All right, Cindy, you were talking about the chicken. This is it. What's going on right now?
Okay, right now, these are our broasters. We are pressure frying the chicken. We cook about 30 pieces in a broaster at a time. It cooks 10 minutes. This is the countdown. We got about 43 seconds left. We're gonna open that broaster and show you what this chicken looks like.
And this is the goodness in here. This is what you're waiting on. You said it's like an eternity when people are waiting on the chicken and you're waiting on it to finish. But you can't, you will serve no chicken before it's time.
You can't.
Like even 30 right now would be too soon.
That's too soon.
Okay.
You got 27 seconds.
All right,
then we're
so
gonna,
we just gotta wait
the
for it.
countdown here. And they're gonna release it. You'll see all the pressure come up from the back. And then they'll pull it up, you'll hear it. It's real crispy. Okay, Johnny, you want to show them how it's done?
Okay, here we go. The countdown's on. Should I count you down? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hounds, or the chicken.
Go ahead. Let him do it.
There it is.
Want to pull it up, Tim?
Oh, man. That's some golden fried goodness right there. You see what I'm saying? If only we had smell-o-vision, right? Oh, they serve it up here. But this isn't the only place that serves up this amazing chicken. There's another place called Soup and Share that gets their chicken from right here at Ravenel's.
Soup and Share is an outreach program that actually feeds the community. Our goal is to eliminate hunger in this area. We have several zip codes that we support, and that's Madison, Granite City, Venice, Brooklyn, or anybody that's hungry. We turn nobody away. They can come in and they can get our pantry items. And not just that, we have a free store. Then Friday is our big day. We get to give them a hot meal. We are so excited because Ravenel's has partnered with us for the last 3 years, and they do not give us leftovers. They prepare food with us in mind. We do not put food in a bag for anybody because I don't know what you like to eat. They don't know what I want to eat, so we let them, it's called client choice, as if they were going to the grocery store. But the one caveat, Tim, is that we don't allow people to take out plates because a lot of people don't have people that they can eat with. So we've established from the onset a community, a family, so they have to come and sit down like family. People know where they are. They already know what's going on with them. I don't have to tell them. What I have to tell them is what Jesus said and that he loves them, regardless to what they've done. That's the bottom line.
The looks on their faces when they come in tells you a lot. And we try not to be disrespectful to anybody. We have no respect to a person because we're all God's children.
How much have you seen God carry this?
100%. Literally, God set us in this building. This building is a $1.2 million building. God did this. We couldn't have done this. The check that they gave, that came from customers supporting Chicken Salad Chick, who supports us. So I'm telling you, that's a win-win.
We actually were looking for an amazing community outreach program to partner with. Every year we do a thing called Giving Card. We volunteered one night down here and you could just see how much love she has for the community around here and how much she cares. And that really means a lot to us at our company.
All we have to do, he said, acknowledge him in all of our ways and he will give us direction. And I'm gonna say this, I know I'm on camera, but Holy Spirit ain't no joke. People say my BFF, Holy Spirit is my best friend forever because he gives me direction and tells me what to do, even when it sounds crazy. He said, I didn't ask you to pay for it, I just want you to believe for it. That's Mark 11:22 through 24. And that you'll see belief in all of that. He said, just believe me.
I love that ministry and I love Sherry. Is she infectious or what? Her smile, her laugh, her energy, her faith. She is walking by faith with that ministry and moving to the needs of that community in any and every way she can. I love that. Hey, there's another ministry that's serving folks with food. It's called Food Outreach, and wait till you see what they're up to.
Food Outreach has served the community for 32 years here in St. Louis. We represent 160 zip codes in our region. We provide nutritional interventions for under-resourced men, women, and children battling hunger and a diagnosis of cancer or HIV. That's 2 meals a day for 2 weeks at a time, private dietetic counseling, meal home delivery for those who are eligible, all free of charge. We serve clients who are at or below 300% of the federal poverty level. A majority of our clients, around 72%, actually are at $12,000 or less dollars per year. It actually began as a group of friends during the height of the AIDS epidemic in the 1980s, and that continued to grow. It started out of the basement of a church, and eventually we made our way here to Food Outreach in Midtown, where we serve 2,000 clients annually. Our program is very unique in the fact that we provide individual containers of food that are prepared here at Food Outreach.
So today we're making 400 portions of chicken fajitas for our clients.
Okay.
We need onions chopped, and we need a few green peppers cut. Swing that knife like you mean it. That's right. There you go. All right.
What does it mean to you to be cooking for the purpose you're cooking for here?
At the end of the day, it's not about making money. It's about helping people. So here we are after 20 pounds of onions and 20 pounds of green peppers.
That's a lot of chicken.
It's a lot of darn chicken. That's 180 pounds of chicken today.
Ooh-wee.
If we didn't have our volunteers, we would close in a matter of days.
Without them, I'd be in this kitchen by myself.
I love doing it, honestly.
Yeah. What do you love about it?
Helping. It's just the fact of coming in and helping out, knowing you're helping people.
How special are these meals to you?
Oh, they're very important to me. Sometimes I don't know what I'd do if it wasn't for these people here. And I come and get food by being a client, and I also volunteer, because it's my way of giving something back to those who help me. People here talk to you, and they really care about what's going on.
Providing that sense that they're not alone, that there's other people. They can look around when they're ordering their groceries and see other people who are experiencing the struggles that they're experiencing and knowing that they're not alone. And that's a powerful moment for people.
It's amazing how meaningful a meal can be, right? Kudos to what Food Outreach is doing in their service to the community. And kudos to what they're doing here at Ravenel, as we showed you the chicken. Now I'm going Italian. Chef Johnny joining me right now. How am I doing?
Are you doing all right? Doing great.
Bam, I got me some pasta. How about some meatballs with that?
Yes, sir, meatballs.
I'm down with that. Look at that. 1, not just 2. How about 3 meatballs?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's how we do it. Oh, can't forget the sauce. That's how it's done right there. You kidding me? Mangia bene, right there. Hey, don't go anywhere. We got desserts coming your way. You want to stick around for that, right here on the thread. Order up! I got pasta with meatballs!
Our first mission is bring glory to God. That's why we're here. We have a talent, just happens to be banking.
So M1 Bank is banking on a mission fueled by the power of purpose.
It gets a point in your life where you got to live it every day, not just believe it.
I'm believing that this is going to catch on and we're all going to thread up.
For us in our house, this is how we're going to serve the Lord and His purpose. And we're going to do it through the financial institution that happens to be called M1 Bank.
Hey friends, let's be honest. Nobody knows what the future holds, but we all know what we want our future to look like. Lower taxes, guaranteed income, financial stability. Sound pretty good? Now, all you have to do is call an attorney, an insurance agent, a money manager, and a tax advisor. Or you can call the one place that has it all under one roof. Our friends at Circle of Advisors secure us. In 20 years, not a single client has lost even a dime to market volatility. They've helped walk with the thread since day one to help secure our future, and they'll do the same for you too. Hey Threadheads, I love our time together on Saturday mornings, but it's just not long enough. We should get together more often. You know what? I got a way we can do that. You can follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We'll share messages throughout the week to get you through your week. We've got content that just doesn't make it on the TV show. We'll share that with you. All kinds of ways for us to interact, and we don't have to wait 7 days to do it. So follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and we can thread up all week long. It's time to thread up, y'all. Hey Threadheads, you no doubt know Don Brown.
Don Brown Chevrolet? Don Brown Chevrolet. Don Brown Chevrolet.
And you probably know that Don has a flair for fashion and a knack for cars, but he also has a heart for people.
I learned from my father a long time ago, it's not about one person, it's about the entire community. It is a car business, but it's a people business. It's about the people. It's not about the products, it's about the people.
If you're in the market for a car, come to Don Brown, where it's people over process.
And we're proud to be part of the Thread family, and we'd love to be part of your family.
Welcome back to The Thread. We're in the kitchen with Stephanie, prep cook, who's going to teach me how to meringue, not the dance merengue.
All right.
We're going to meringue a pie,
We'll
right?
do that later.
We'll do that later. She can teach me that too. All right, so tell me how this works.
You're just going to take a scoop of meringue with your spatula.
Okay.
Throw it on top of the pie.
That's a big old scoop.
Yeah, we need a big scoops.
Yeah. Okay. Bam!
There you go.
And another one?
Yep, we're going to pile it high.
How much? So how high is high? Are we going to use all this for 2 pies?
Absolutely.
You really?
Yeah. The bigger the better.
Oh, man.
There you go.
Look at that. Uh-huh.
Just smooth it all on there. Then you just smack it to get the spikes up. Mine's not spiking.
Yes. Yours looks
there
good.
We go.
Mine, there's a difference here.
There's a big difference.
There's a big difference.
I missed a spot.
I did. I missed a lot of spots.
Yeah.
My meringue needs a little work. I'll tell you what else. So does my EMSing. I hung out with Abbott EMS. They're doing some amazing good in the community. Me, not so much.
Abbott EMS is the largest ambulance provider in the St. Louis metropolitan area. We provide emergency and non-emergency ambulance services. You know, people always ask you, what's the worst thing you ever saw? And, you know, what's the saddest thing you ever saw? Well, why do you want to relive that? You just say, you know, we took care of them.
You know, we talk all the time about loving the next person who crosses your path. You guys don't choose who crosses your path. You just respond to the need.
Any patient, anytime. We treat them all the same. It does put us in harm's way sometimes. If there was 10 people standing here, they'd say the same thing. It's like, it's my job. That's what I signed on to do. Every year, we celebrate the lives that we've saved, where they're pulseless and breathless. We do a clinical saves event. Last year, we had 99 clinical saves, and 6 of those patients came to our ceremony. You know, you think ambulance, you think lights and sirens, adrenaline, and all that kind of stuff. But we like training, and we like teaching people. In our community, we teach a little bit of everything. And we always say we're more than an ambulance company because we're part of those communities. So we started a Earn While You Learn program here for our EMT Academy.
I became an EMT because I've always been into helping people, and I kind of jumped around career to career choice after high school, and I saw the opportunity to pay as you go. I knew about nursing because that was where I was originally going, but I also didn't want to be in a hospital setting, so I figured I could take my skills and use them on the road and help more people that way.
And what does caring for people look like?
I think care really equals it's time that's spent with people that need your help.
What is it that takes place that you're like, that's why I do what I do?
Getting to hold people's hands when they need it the most and helping people that don't know how to help themselves or can't.
For me, I know that we're saving lives and we're touching lives and we're making a difference. I think we should put you through that class today. I think you'd be a great EMT.
Hey, Steph, I keep smacking it and it's not peaking.
Don't quit your day job.
Yeah. Hey, you know, I do have a pretty cool day job. I'm sometimes a game show host.
Are you?
Oh, yeah.
What's the game show?
I got a seat and some questions. That means it's time for the hot seat right here on the thread. Smack it. Oh, yeah, it's time for the hot seat. Yeah. Cindy's in the hot seat, ready to go. She's got her pals around her to help her out. Here's the deal, Cindy. We'll put 30 seconds on the clock. Clock will start when I ask the first question. Our topic is chicken.
Chicken.
Something y'all know a lot about.
Yes.
All right, here we go. First question. Ravenel's is famous for their fried
chicken.
Yeah! Chickens are hatched from what?
Egg.
Yeah, absolutely. Which came first, the chicken or the egg?
The chicken.
The chicken.
Yeah, whatever you say. Sure. What do you call a bird that's afraid to fly?
A chicken.
Chicken, yeah, you're chicken. Hey. What kind of films do hens like?
Chickens.
Films.
Oh.
Chicken Run.
Chick flicks. Last question. Why did Cinderella chicken go to the baseball game?
Guys.
Anyone?
Come on. Anybody?
She was looking for the foul ball. Foul ball. Cinderella chicken. See what I did there? Hey, Cindy, guess what?
What?
You just conquered the hot seat right here on the thread. John Larson's Allstate agency is all about family. He's a second-generation agent. He loves on his team like family, and we're proud to say that he and his team are now members of the Thread family.
Thanks, Tim.
Thank you.
You know, I love what I do. I'm an insurance agent. I take care of people's lives every single day. We've got locations in Wentzville, Chesterfield, and Troy, Missouri. But more than that, this business has become a ministry. Call us and find out what makes us different.
Come see John and his team, and I guarantee you, they'll treat you like family too. Hey, Kelly.
Hey, Tim. You ready to meet this week's USA Mortgage Changemaker?
You know I am.
Come on.
Angels Arms is an organization in our community that supports foster homes and foster families. We have 13 foster homes in the St. Louis area. I've been on the board for 16 years. We own homes, but we provide so much more than that. At Angel Arms, we let kids be normal kids. Some of our kids, it's the first time they've seen a movie. It's the first time they've seen a dentist. Sometimes it's the first time they had a birthday party, or they can rely that dinner's going to be on the table. We want our kids thinking about things like who they're going to sit with on the bus and what color crayon to use, not, where the next meal is coming from.
Why is it important for people to get involved with their community, to give back in some way, shape, or form?
If I'm not doing it and you're not doing it, who is doing it?
Wow, Kelly, another great story.
Absolutely. There'll be another one next episode.
Until then, you find your unique way to become a change maker. Welcome back to The Thread. We're at Ravenel's in Collinsville, Illinois, where we've come around the table to break bread with one another. And in Jesus' day, when you came to table with somebody, that meant you considered them family. They became family as soon as their feet went under your table. And that's the idea behind the organization that Bob and Chrissy Sturgis have started. They're serving 18 to 25-year-old at-risk young men by offering them a seat at the table.
Seat at the Table was founded as a nonprofit, really continuing the work that my wife Chrissy and I have already done on a personal level. And that is to provide residential mentoring and community resources for at-risk 18 to 25-year-olds. And it did start with a family member who was just at a tough point in life and needed maybe a different environment in which to grow to adulthood. It led to God tugging on our heart and said, there's more.
Our thought process was, how could we not do it?
Like, how can we follow the teachings of Jesus and say no to this person who needs shelter and who needs love and who needs a family around them? The more meals a family has around the table, the less high-risk behavior that the kids engage in. And so we know that there's something physiologically goes on in them, in that act of sitting around the table with family, reminding ourselves of who we are, where our identity is, who our family is, who's going to call us to accountability, who's going to love us and encourage us. If they have those connections by the time they hit 25, their chances of success in life skyrocket.
It is God's gift. He moved someone else's heart to say, I may not be in a position to take people in, but financially I can get you a building.
For us, we've only ever been able to do this in small numbers, but to have 4 bedrooms in that lower apartment where we can get our arms around 4 young men and help them, just support them in whatever ways necessary for them to take the step into good and independent adulthood, we can't wait.
It has a lot of what I would call community space. So it has areas particularly for us to have family meals. And we'll be here as parental presence for them, but also allow them to grow to be independent adults. It would allow us to, on a regular basis, at least twice a week, as much as their work or school schedules will allow, to have family meals together. And there's others who have volunteered to come in and do Bible studies and do other types of mentoring with them. We're trying to put a community around them.
And so you see these little trajectory shifts as people start to feel a part of, like I said, something bigger than themselves. For us, boys have been our thing, and then those were the kids that God brought our way. With a seat at the table, we're looking forward to enlarging that to include girls too.
You know, a lot of nonprofit work is what I would call tier 1, and that's physical assistance, material goods, financial assistance. And then there's relational, like a big brother's big sister where you're mentoring, but you're not living with. This is what I would call tier 3. This is more in depth. They're literally coming into your home. There aren't as many who will do that, but they're out there. So my job is to go find them.
As we've gone along, and now God has continued to draw us into that, the reward is so great. The reward is always much bigger than whatever we've invested.
A seat at the table, serving that often forgotten group of young people that are no longer minors, but still in need of that family support. And I love the name, A Seat at the Table. There's something about a meal. A meal's important. It was important to Jesus too. I mean, it was a meal that he provided those thousands on the hillside with just a couple of fish and a few dinner rolls. It was a meal that he shared with his disciples when he told them what was going to happen after he was betrayed and arrested in Jerusalem. And it was a meal, breakfast on the beach, fish grilled over a charcoal fire that he provided for his disciples when he appeared to them after his resurrection. A meal is a means of building community. I love this new wave that many of our restaurants have adopted here in town of community dining, where they have long tables and bench seating where folks have to sit with one another and get to know each other as they break bread together. It's a means of building community. Soup and Share. They use a meal to build relationships with those that they're serving and move to their needs. Food Outreach. They're moving to the needs of those suffering with cancer and with HIV by building community, providing the healthy meals, but also providing a safe community, supportive community for them as they walk their walk. And a seat at the table. It's not just a seat at the table, it's a seat at the family, because when you go to table together, you're calling them family. A seat at the table. We could do the same. That's what we're called to do. Jesus went to the cross for us so that we could go to table with him. He paid the penalty for our sins so that we could be forgiven and be called family. And he's asked us to go and love others and do the same. And that's the point. Jesus didn't just have a meal with his disciples or those who were following him. He ate with sinners. In Luke 15, that's what the Pharisees criticize him for. They say, this man receives sinners and he eats with them. He calls them family. That's what we're called to do too. So maybe it's time that you break bread with some folks. Just have a meal. And here's the secret. Truth be told, you'll both be dining with sinners, because we all fall short of the mark. But Christ paid it all. Jesus paid it all so that we could go to table with him and to table with others. As Paul says in Ephesians 2, he broke down the dividing wall of hostility. It's done. He's brought us to him, and then now we can go out and love others with the love that he's loved us. That's pretty cool. Just like Abbott EMS. They don't pick the next person that they're going to care for. It's the next person in need who crosses their path. And that's what we're called to do. Love the next person who crosses your path. And it may start with a meal. Well, that brings us to the end, but not the end. You know what I'm talking about.
Unit 840 respond on a ground level fall with altered mental status, 2500 Ecobb Avenue. Patient will be located in the mechanic bay in the rear of the building.
I got this, Larry. Breaker, this is Lost Sheep to Shepherd. You got your ears on? Good buddy, we got that. 840 responding. 840 over and out. How's that?
You can turn on the siren.
Oh, where's that? I feel like Dr. Dre. I could do this all day.
You're mixing all right.
They know we're here now. Everybody keep it calm. Let's keep our wits about us.
All right.
Stay calm. Patient will stay calm. Oh no!
It's a
man down! Man down! He's down!
How about since you learned how to do some vitals, we'll let you get a set of vitals today.
Right,
Did
vitals.
you bring it?
I got
are
some.
they on the truck?
Oh, no. I got some gloves.
Oh.
Did you hear the sirens when we came up?
No.
Oh.
Spot Media Production Group.